Give me that $10 million now, please. Give me
All right.
You know, sometimes it can be mentally frustrating. It can be draining. Let's be honest.
Very,
you understand?
of course, it is.
It can be very Herculean.
Yeah.
To put your stuff out there, and sometimes other factors, aside even monetary.
Yo, what's up, guys? Your main man here, JayDany from Criptonx Studios. So, in a rapidly changing and highly competitive creative industry, you need just more than the talent to thrive and succeed. You need passion, consistency, and above all, you need credible platforms like this one to showcase your creativity. And that's what we bring to you, a show where we delve into the creative minds of artistic trailblazers. A show where guests across different creative spectrum share their successes, hurdles, career experiences, and the inspiration that fuels their passion. Welcome to the Creative Joint. Let's go. So in today's episode, I have an incredible and super talented musician, an Afro-fusion musician. He's doing a lot of incredible things in the industry already. He has loads of projects going on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking of none other than Krona is in the building. Nice to have you on the show, man. How you doing?
I'm chill. I'm cool.
All right. I see you're looking fly like that. Okay, so you want to run us through what's going on right now, with you, why you here, and of course I know why you're here, but the viewers would like to know. So who's Krona? Basically, tell us about you.
Thank you. My stage name is MYDIX KRONA, actually. Well, I'm popularly called Krona.
Okay.
That's people feel like it's easier to use that way.
Okay. So what gave rise to this particular name, Krona?
I am this vocabulary kind of guy. So I discovered that I like to do a lot of love songs.
Mm-hmm.
And checking the dictionary, so to say, a love song composer is referred to as a Krona.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I decided to style it up, conceptualize it to my own taste.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So I styled it up and, yes, the word Krona.
And the name Krona was born.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're actually doing it. All right. So quickly run us through your journey into the music scene. I understand from your bio that, of course, you didn't just begin singing. You are a graduate, from... You've been doing a lot of other things, before the music. So you want to run us through into your personal experience. How did you get into becoming a musician and becoming Krona that you are today?
I used to be a teacher.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be a teacher. The normal hustle in Nigeria, after school, you do probably take tutorials and all of that.
Yeah.
But before then, I discovered that I could do stuff like when I listened to popular hit songs, I discovered that I could actually sing the exact thing, same note, same melody, but using my own lyrics.
Okay. Wow.
By taking out the lyrics of the hit song
and actually flowing on people's beat, like musicians beat. Okay.
Yes, sir. So then I told them, no, since I'm doing this, I think I should be able to actually create mine too.
Create something. Okay.
You understand? So from there, I started doing stuff, and I think I started professionally in 2018.
Okay.
And that was when I had my first studio work titled CC. Yeah.
It was a love song, I guess.
Yeah, it was a love song.
The name I can tell. Okay. It's one thing for you to actually drop a single. It's another thing for you to do follow-up, based on the reception of the song, based on the feedback that you get from people. So what was the response like, after you dropped the very single that you're talking about?
Okay. Yeah. Prior to that time, I used to be this freestyle guy. I was always disturbing everybody on my WhatsApp. Even sometimes I still do. When I'm talking to my friends, if I want to communicate some messages, I just pass my message with a song or just a freestyle. So I started doing it that way, and when I dropped CC, But I had a lot of criticisms, of course, constructive criticism, of course, make you better.
Sure.
You get to know your lapses and how you can be better on it. So, but I feel like when I started it, I got relatively good feedback from people, from listeners.
Okay.
You know, and that gave me the verve to push more.
Okay. Wow.
You know, and I've been able to drop one or two. You know, actually, I'm even working on an EP right now.
Okay. I was gonna come to that, like, you know, talking about your current project, you know, and maybe, of course, future project that your fans definitely should be expecting and looking out for. So, you want to run us through those kind of projects? Are there any new set of project or maybe body of work that you're putting together? Is there something like that in the pipeline?
Yeah, I am. My fans should expect a lot. They should expect new sounds from me. They should expect new stuff from me.
Okay,
because
I see how you're excited there. You're smiling because it shows how, what is this, you know, what's really coming out. Okay.
Yeah, they should expect. I don't want to blow too much trumpets, you know.
Yeah.
They should expect something mind blowing. And
Okay.
I titled the EP Krona the Art because I'm very big on versatility.
Oh, there's an EP coming.
Yes.
Now you talk to my bros.
Yeah.
Let's tell people, well, let's know what to expect. So, ladies and gentlemen, he's actually a musician that started some time ago, and he's already preparing for an EP. You know, look, by virtue of my experience in the industry, I know like it takes a lot of work to actually put out a content called an EP. You know, it takes a while for you to do that. So this dude is already talking about putting out, you know, an EP. That means he's not just playing. So come on, man, talk loud, that volume.
Actually, I had an EP. This is not my first EP. I had my first EP in 2020 titled Love on Vibes Exclusive. That was like a pure love song.
Okay.
I think it's a 4-track EP. One was talking about blessings, but the other 3 were love songs.
Okay.
You understand? So subsequently, I've been able to drop singles and when I had to feature my childhood friend Game Boy EXO. Shout out to Game Boy. And so I think, yeah.
Okay, so you had an EP before.
Yes.
But you also have currently another EP that
I'm working on
to
yes.
Release. Okay. So talk to us about that EP. How many songs are we to expect, and you know, what are the songs? Do you want to let the card out of the bag right now? Maybe just a few titles. We're not saying drop the song right now, just a little snippet. Yeah, really gonna, you know, something to expect and look forward to.
You know, Krona the Art, like I said earlier, would be an 8-track EP.
Okay.
Due to the fact that it's been a while I dropped something. So I want to, you know, make my fans see that I've been working on stuff.
Yeah.
You know, let me use bombard. I want to bombard them with a lot of stuff. So it cuts across motivational songs, telling you how you can do better for yourself, because in the life we live in, you got to fight.
Yeah.
Life, winners are not mediocres.
Yeah.
You understand? So some of the songs are the likes of Better Days. I think I've dropped a couple visualizers on Better Days. Better Days is just telling you that, yo, man, regardless of what background you're from, you can win.
So it's more like an inspirational song.
Yes.
That's amazing. You know why I say that? Because we live in a generation where people think if your song is not about the female anatomy, you know, some part of the female body, that your song can blow, like the saying, quote. So that's amazing to see that you're actually infusing so much of, you know, inspiration into your music and your sound. From your bio, I see that you have like real old school musicians that are like your motivators, like people that you get inspiration from.
Yeah.
Which is really amazing, you know, for today's musician to like have people way back. So you want to talk to us about how these people inspire your kind of sound?
You know, shout out to my dad. I grew up, my siblings and I grew up listening to a lot of old school songs. The likes of Ebenezer Obey, Osita Osade, cuts across all tribes in Nigeria. Osita Osadebe, Oliver
the High Life legends.
The High Life legends, you know.
Back then, yeah.
King Sonny Ade, Orlando Owo, sorry. And I think some South African legends, the likes of Von Chaka Chaka, Brenda, you know. So these songs inspired me to a very large extent. And I think that's one of the major things that actually built up my sound. Yes. And yeah, they inspire me a lot. I listen to reggae too.
I can tell, you know, from listening to, you know, your song Better Days, I could feel that element of this Judy is not just someone that's trying to just make people dance, but you really want to have people listen to your lyrics and really feel something, right, and be inspired. So what does your process look like whenever you're creating? For instance, if you're to write a song, how does the process work? We have different musicians that just come into the studio. I'm a record producer as well, so most people just have Baba give me beats, and you know, you just float the beat and they begin to do their thing before you know they are like recording and the song is born. So how does your own process work as a creative person?
You know, the human feeling, we have different human feelings. We have happiness, we have sadness, we have melancholy, you have grief and all. And I make my songs with intuition. What I mean is the way I feel at that point in time.
Yeah.
That's what I try to create, because it's always in its original nature.
That means you write your songs yourself.
Yes.
Amazing.
So I would say my songs are basically intuition, detailing, and of course my melody.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how I create my song. That's my creative process.
So do you write the songs first, or you hear like a beat or a sound in your ear? Like, how does it work? Like, do you write the songs first, or before heading to the studio, or maybe sending to a producer, this is what I'm trying to create? That's actually the part.
Most of the time, I conceive the idea before inviting the producer. But either ways, are still very nice ways to make music.
Of course, there are beautiful ways of making music.
Yeah.
Just wanted your fans to get into your personal space and see how Krona creates, you know, like, of course, does it have to do with writing first, which is beautiful. I write like that.
All right.
You know, there are sometimes I play the piano and I play different music instruments, so I could just be on an instrument and there's a song that comes in my head and I find chords to accompany that. So okay, so it's amazing to know how you create basically, and it's beautiful and quite inspiring as well. So in all the songs and the projects you've dropped so far that you've produced personally as a recording musician, is there a particular one that you'd say, oh, this is my brainchild, this is like my favorite, this is the best I've done?
Would I call it? All my songs are favorite to me.
Okay.
I would say thus far, there's a particular one that touched me so much because I had some relationship issues, you know, this lovey-dovey P.
Yeah.
So I more like poured my heart into that particular song. It's going to be on the EP anyways.
How would you describe your music? Your musical style, that is.
Like I said earlier, I'm very big on versatility. That's one of the reasons why I called my EP Krona the Art, meaning I try my hands on several genres of music.
Okay.
While still keeping my originality. So I do Afro beats, yes.
As an African.
Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah.
And I also try my hands on reggae.
Okay.
You know, dancehall.
Okay. Yeah.
Afro.
I heard your dancehall vibe when we were like taking a break, and you know, that sounds good. Okay, so basically you're not this musician that you're put in a box. Basically, you spread out your wings and you see where you can fly. That's amazing. You know, it's really not a lot of musical talent out there that can actually do that. Some musicians, in as much as it's good for you to carve a niche for yourself and stay there, most musicians can't do that. So it's an amazing one that you can be a hip-hop musician, you can be a dancehall musician, and Afrobeat. All right?
Thank you.
So it's amazing. Big ups to you. All right, so let's get this going. Now we're gonna play a quick game. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's not just be talking about Krona with all these amazing songs and amazing talent. Anyway, guys, before we get to the game segment, so if you're still yet to subscribe to our channel, kindly do so, and you know, leave us a like, a comment, just anything. It will mean so much to us because we are putting in so much energy and effort to bring this content to you. If this kind of content appeals to you, come on, help us. What are you waiting for? All right, man, Krona, are you ready? Let's go to this game segment. So the game is called the quick fire game. Are you ready? It's very simple. So it means in 30 seconds, you're going to attempt to answer as many questions as possible. So we have like 15 to 20 questions. So in 60 seconds, answer as many questions as possible. Okay. Now here's another rule. If there's any question that you don't feel very comfortable with, or you can't find an immediate answer to, you can say pass. That's the only way that we can actually pass to the next question. Are you ready?
Right.
Timekeeper, are you ready? All right. So favorite music instrument to play, if you have to play one?
The guitar.
Guitar. Top fashion trend you can ban forever if you have the chance?
Pass.
Okay. Favorite music genre to listen to for inspiration?
Reggae.
A must-have item in your studio or workspace?
The keyboard.
Okay. If your life was a movie, who would play you in it?
A protagonist, the lead role.
Oh, correct. Your creative process in 3 words?
Intuitive, detailing, and melody.
Best piece of advice you've ever received in your career?
Keep it simple.
If you could time travel, would it be the future or the past?
The past.
Favorite time of the day for inspiration?
The evening.
Your ideal kind of babe in 1 word?
Slim thick.
Slim thick. Okay, they have something like that. Okay, what's lyrics in a song you've ever heard?
Fast.
Okay, choose between $10 million or a chance to perform with Jay-Z.
Give me that $10 million now, please.
All right. I think we've got into that. Why do we always have this, guys? We've got to the answer. So, Niger musician, people will never see heaven. So, you don't want to perform with Jay-Z and get 50 million later. Well, I think that's a wise choice, you know. All right. So, the time actually has been up, but we got to the time just at the nick of time. We ended, or we got to the last set of questions. So, that's amazing. $10 million, my brother, make plenty sense.
That's
right. So, you use the 10 million and then look for other collaborations. I get it. All right, guys. So you see it on the screen how many questions Krona has been able to get correctly within the time frame. So let's move on. So share any memorable experience, of course, by virtue of recording songs, and you won't just be putting the songs in your cupboard, right? For people to hear it, you must have been performing on like shows, platforms. And so what is that particular memorable experience that maybe while you were performing, or maybe from a fan online or anywhere, it actually touched your heart and you can't forget that experience?
That should be, there's a particular song on my first EP titled Ayo. Okay. That song was it's just saying that in this life I am, this world I came to, I gotta be successful. So I did it in a Yoruba kind of style, high life, actually. So somebody listened to it, you know, oh, that's money. I'm gonna be rich. He liked it and invited me for a major event in Lagos. That's the Lagos Finance Conference. Shout out to Paul Olubori for that. So, you know, I loved the reception, and I felt very good. I think that's another reason why I felt like, bro, you're doing the right thing. Bro, keep pushing, man.
You're on the right track.
You're on the right track. You're on the right path, bro. Keep doing what you love doing.
Yeah.
You know, the experience, you know, even while I was performing, I felt on top of the world because, I mean, I have not felt that way in a really long time.
Because someone had to hear what you're saying in the song and actually reached out to
me.
Yes. So that's actually amazing and incredible, you know. So sometimes we as creative, we are putting out content and we don't really know who this content is going to be affecting. That's basically the thing. So simple rule here is just keep doing what you're doing. You never know who's watching. You never know who's listening. You never know that social media post where it's going to get you. All right. So that's an amazing story. So in the music industry, generally, we know there are like loads and tons of challenges, right? By virtue of you doing music for a couple of years now, you must have experienced and also had your share of the challenges. So what are these particular challenges that you think right now that are still pressing, you know, in the industry, and you're still finding a way to overcoming them?
Presently, I am an independent artist, unsigned.
Okay.
So one of the major, hiccups that independent artists face is funding, so to say. You know, having to access a lot of things that are integral to putting your stuff out there. You know, sometimes it can be mentally frustrating. It can be draining. Let's be honest.
Very.
You understand?
Of course, it
can be very Herculean.
Yeah.
To put your stuff out there, and sometimes other factors, aside even monetary, That's why I will always, when I see a creative, I always give them a thumbs up, because for you to be a creative, I see a creative as a demigod. You are bringing in something that has not existed before into existence.
Yeah.
That's how I see myself when I create a new song. I feel like I brought a new baby to the world.
That's what it is.
Yes.
It is. You are creating something.
You understand? So
Creative, yeah.
a creative mind ought to be in the right state of mind.
Yeah.
But realistically, so it's not always that way. You understand? So there are a lot of distractions. There can be a lot of distractions,
Well, with this kind of energy and your positive mindset, I'm very certain you have ways of overcoming them, right? As they come. So we can only here at Criptonx Studios or at the Creative Joint wish you nothing but the very best in your journey. All right. Now this takes us to this point of collaboration, right? Are there particular musicians in the industry, of course, out of this person that you mentioned earlier that you respect and you get inspiration from? Are there like recent musician or maybe musician in the past that you're hoping someday you're actually going to have collaboration with them? Any such collaboration plans in the future?
Yeah.
Maybe dream, maybe you're not planning right now, but you're really hoping this is going to happen sometime.
I would like to work with the music couple, AG and his wife.
Okay.
I love their music so much.
Okay.
The likes of Jamio, is a Jamaican.
Okay.
Version, Jamaican too. Kiss Daniel.
I see where that radio flavor is coming from. Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay. Kiss Daniel, all right.
Yeah, big ups to them.
Okay.
And so many others, honestly. I'd like to work with creative minds.
Okay.
Once your vibe is in sync,
That's amazing, because these are all like top-notch musicians and superstars in their right, in all they are doing. So if you can only dream it, you can achieve it. That's all I can say. So yeah, and you never know who's watching. Just like you said, someone reached out to you some time ago. You never know who's watching. So they could just be after the show now. They'll wire you some calls. I'm like, come on, these musicians saw what you did on the show and they really want to jump on the song with you. Okay, so can you just quickly say a word of advice, because you've had some experiences already, right? In your particular rides, there are people that are really wishing and wanting to be you, whether you know it or not. They are like up and coming musicians that are like, oh, how do I get to record a song? I know like loads of people that call as a record producer to say, oh boss, how can we get started recording a song? They don't know how to go about it. So, but you have been there and you've done this several times and you know what it is. You've seen the challenges. So what would be that particular advice you would have for a youngster that just wants to be like Krona right now? If I could just do what he's doing, what would be that advice?
Be yourself. Stay positive always.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let bad man tell you no. Because you only live once.
Yeah.
You understand? So do what you got to do. Nike says do it. Just do it. 3 words. Just do it. Okay. It won't do itself if you don't do it.
Yeah.
So just do it.
You can't sit and wish.
Yeah.
You just have to do it.
You have to work. Have to do.
All right. 2 questions in one. Any future plans, regarding your personal project, any future plans, and then word for your fans, of course, because fans, they're actually expecting some things, and, just 2 questions in one, and then we wrap this up.
Krona the Arts, my comedy EP, will be dropping in the month of May, by the special grace of God. So expect, you already know how Krona does his thing. He always sweeps you off your feet. So more and more work. I'll keep blessing your ears, That's it. One love, my people.
All right, there you heard. I've been speaking with this amazing, super talented young musician. Why I say super talented? Because he's not just speaking like a musician that's just coming into the space in the last couple of years. He's speaking like someone that truly is experienced and, he has substance in him, truly. And if you know us too well on the show, we don't just hype any musician, except we really see what we're talking about. And this guy, I can tell you, He's got it going on. So you want to watch out for him and just follow him on his social media platform. You can see it on the screen and check him out and see what he does. And also, if you're still yet to subscribe to our channel, you're sitting on a very bicycle, shaky bicycle, all right, like they say. So do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well, so whenever we post the content, you'll be the first to know. Also tell us what you think about the show, how you think we can improve, and what you think we can be doing next. If you're also an upcoming art, or maybe you're an established musician already, creative out there, you want to be on the show, kindly reach out to us, and we're here, we're available to work with you. All right, guys, your main man here, JayDany. It's been amazing presenting. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.